Hi Free Yoga community, and welcome to another Simple Yoga asana, this one on Warrior 2. Since Warrior 2 is a foundation pose for so many other things, I will put some good Simple Yoga asana classes that I would suggest doing this along with if you are interested in having an hour-long practice instead of just a 30-minute practice. I hope that you enjoy our exploration into Warrior 2. Let's find that comfortable seated position that we've become so familiar with. And this time, let's just allow the eyes to be slightly open and focusing on a point about 6 feet in front of us. And just notice if the eyes, the thoughts, try to wander. See if you can bring them back to that single-pointed focus. If thought comes up, just label it as thinking, not good or bad, just plain old thinking, and then come back to an inhale and an exhale, and focusing the eyes on one point. In yoga, this is called our drishti, our focal point. And whenever we wander off again, we just gently bring the focus back to an inhale and an exhale, and allowing the sense of sight to be single-pointed and gentle and easy. And we'll let the feet come out. Do a wide straddle on our mat. Not the widest that we can possibly do. It's the beginning of our practice, so let's be kind to ourselves. With the feet pulling back, we'll activate the legs. If you need to, you can have your hands back behind you. But if you can, we're going to stay nice and long through the spine. And then we'll reach our fingertips out toward our toes with a slight bend forward. It's going to start to really activate through our hamstrings. And then activating our quadriceps, pressing the heels out and down, we'll begin a little breath of fire. Again, finding that focal point about 6 feet in front of you so that the eyelids can be heavy, but just allowing the eyes to stay focused as the breath finds its rhythm. Be sure the legs are staying active. We're pressing all the way through and out through the heels, really long through the spine, just a few more seconds. Take a deep inhale in. Hold the breath at the top. Engage Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Tuck the chin, lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, release. And we'll bring our left heel in, cross our right leg over, place it on the outside of that left thigh, and the left elbow comes to the outside of that right thigh. Right hand comes back behind us. And find a nice little twist. Deep breaths. Long through the spine. Long with each inhale and exhale. And releasing that side. Cross the left over the right. Left foot on the outside of the right knee. Right elbow. Up and over. Few deep breaths. Exploring with each inhale to get a little taller, and each exhale to twist a little deeper. And coming back through center, we'll take the feet pretty wide on our mat and come up for a wide-legged forward fold so we can have our toes a little closer to each other, our heels a little farther out. Creates this internal rotation in the hips to really open up the lateral side of the legs. And at first, let's just start on our fingertips, lengthening through the spine, pressing out through the legs, back with the hips. And then let's take a deep inhale in. Exhale, gently fold. Inhale, coming halfway up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale and fold. This time we'll stay low, feeling the whole torso and head heavy. And slowly walk over to that left foot. Notice how that changes the stretch. And walking over to the right foot. Same deep breaths. Now I'm going to mirror you, so we're going to parallel the feet so that they are right in line with each other. We'll bend into the right knee and send the hips toward that right heel and see if you can keep both feet flat on the ground. So you might have to come up a little bit to keep that left foot from coming up. If you have the flexibility, see if you can sink into it. And then we'll inhale, come to center with the knees bent. Exhale, bend into the left knee. And a few breaths. And then inhale to center. Exhale over to that right side. This time turn the left toes up toward the ceiling. And place the left foot down. Inhale through center. Exhale over to that left side. Turn the right toes up. And breathe. And we'll come back through center. And this time we're going to bring our heels in toward each other. Bend deeply into the knees so that they're tracking right out over the toes. So the toes might need to be turned in a little bit. And then we're going to come up, hands to hips. Arms out to the side. See if you can make a 90-degree angle with the knees, opening the hips out to the side. And then we're going to inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, place it down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, place it down. And take the right elbow on the right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Breathe, staying here, or reach those right fingertips down. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right arm reaches. And again, staying here, or reach those left fingertips down. We'll inhale to center. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale the right heel up. Exhale, place it down. Inhale the left heel up. Exhale, place it down. Inhale both heels up. Breathe for as long as you can. When you just can't do it anymore, we will place the feet down in parallel and then open out into a wide-legged forward fold. Few deep breaths. And we'll walk to the front of our mat. Step both feet to the front, a little wider than hip distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows. Let the head be nice and heavy. Nice deep bend in the knees. And then we're just going to gently bounce to really release the torso. Release any effort in the shoulders, neck, back. And just let the legs bounce. And then placing the hands down, we'll step all the way back for a plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up, your back bend of choice, cobra or upward facing dog. And then head back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to bring that right foot up. Near the right hand, coming up to our fingertips, take a moment in our lunge. Lengthening through the crown of the head. And then bring that left foot to meet the right. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, place the hands down, send the right foot back, taking a moment in our lunge on the left side, floating up onto our fingertips. A few deep breaths. And send the left foot back to meet the right. Take an inhale in and plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up, your back bend of choice. And exhale back, downward facing dog. We'll walk feet to the front of our mat and roll up one vertebra at a time. Start to transfer the weight over to the left foot. Pull the right knee in toward our chest. You can stay right here. Grab a peace grip around that right toe. Start to straighten the right leg as best we can. And opening that leg out to the right side. And gently releasing that side. Transfer the weight over to the right foot. Pull the left knee in. And again, staying here. Or grabbing a peace grip on the left toes. And opening the leg out to the side. And releasing that side. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. And we'll step that right foot all the way back for the length of our lunge. And then we'll place that right heel down. Now, in some traditions, The heel is lined up with the back heel, and in some traditions that front heel, the left heel, is lined up with the arch of the back foot. Just see which one feels better for you. And at first, as we bend into that left knee, let's start to stack the right hip on top of the left so that we start to open up to the right side of the mat. The right hand can come to that hip. And then bring that left elbow to the left thigh. And then press ourselves all the way up so that our hips stay open to that right side. The shoulders stacked right on top of the hips. And then notice if the left knee starts to collapse into the side as it tends to like to do, and we'll open it back out to the left. Feel the toes spreading, a nice firm foundation here. And then notice if you need to take your stance a little shorter or a little longer. If your knee is way out over your toes, then take your stance a little longer. If you can barely bend that knee, go ahead and take that stance a little shorter, really feeling that alignment. And then reaching the fingertips out. Feel the shoulders relaxing, the fingertips long, and the gaze out over that front middle finger in this wonderful foundational pose of Warrior Two. Deep breaths. Take one more inhale in, and as you exhale, place the hands down. Send that left foot back to meet the right. Take an inhale in, exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up, and exhale back, downward facing dog. And bring that right foot forward. Place that left heel down, whatever alignment you would like. And then at first, with that right fingers down, bring the left hand to our hip, opening that left hip out to the side. Right elbow, right thigh. Using the strength of that foundation, pulling the feet toward each other, opening that right knee out to the side. Shoulders stacked right over the hips, feeling that expansion through the base as we reach the fingertips out. Relax the shoulders, gaze out over that right middle finger, and then forget everything I just said, and breathe. One more deep inhale. And exhale, releasing that side. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Take an inhale in. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up. And exhale back, downward dog. Bring that left foot forward. Place that back heel down, Warrior Two. One more time. But this time we will inhale, straighten that front leg, keeping all of that alignment. As we exhale, reach those fingers out and down for triangle pose. Hand can be on the shin, earth, wherever you would like. Pulling the feet toward each other, lengthening through the crown of the head, and lengthening the breath. And left elbow, left thigh, reach that right arm up and over. You can stay here or reach the left fingers down and bind if it's in your practice. And take one more inhale. And exhale and release. Send that left foot back to meet the right. Take an inhale in. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Right foot makes its way forward. Place that back heel down. Find our way up. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale and reach out. Triangle pose. And you bend into the right knee, bring the right elbow to the right thigh, and reach that left arm up and over, whichever variation you would like on this side. One more deep inhale. Exhale, place the hands down, send that right foot back to meet the left. Take an inhale in. Exhale down through your vinyasa and back for downward dog. And then find your way onto your back. And we'll pull that right knee up into our chest and pull it over the body with the left hand, right arm releasing out to the side. And coming back through center, pull that left knee in, pull it over the body with the right hand, and release into that nice twist. And back through center, pull our knees into our chest. You can reach the insides of the knees and the outsides of the feet for happy baby. Or if plow is in your practice, send the feet up and over. And if you would like, you can send your toes up toward the sky for a shoulder stand. Feeling all of that work pouring down our body, up and out the crown of our head, and down into the earth. And rolling down one vertebra at a time until we extend out, lengthening our whole body, and then letting it go and relax. Feeling the ease of our breath. Noticing our thoughts, our focus. Noticing the sounds that are close by. The sounds that are far away. And coming back to that simple inhale and exhale. allowing ourselves this time just to be. Gently bringing the awareness back to your body, back to your breath, deciding if you'd like to stay right here, melting down into your mat, or finding your way back to that same comfortable seated position which we started our journey together. Noticing your thoughts, noticing your breath, noticing your focus, noticing any little differences between now and the beginning of our journey together. When the path is challenging, may you remember the warrior's strength to continue with compassion.